Everybody, it is great to see everybody here. It is the 18th. Market. Let me first start by sharing my screen. I think that's been a big complaint lately. Market is down today. I think mostly as kind of a reaction to yesterday. Deere had profits this morning and Target both beat estimates, but revenue fell short. And, that's generally going to cause a little drag on the stock market. That's what we're seeing today. That's one of the drivers on kind of today's downtrend. I thought this is interesting. GM's filing an IPO later this week, and they're trying to raise $20 billion. And I'm just sitting here thinking, why would I ever buy stock in a company that just basically went out and dropped the biggest, screw job on its actual shareholders and debt holders, via through the government, however you want to say it. But, it's just kind of something I was thinking about. Personally, I don't hate their cars. I actually like their cars, but I like the car I really like is like the Chevy Traverse / GMC Acadia / the Buick Enclave. I think it's a swift looking car. All right, so let's talk volatility today. Tomorrow is really when we get a lot of news. We get initial jobless claims. We get the Philly Fed. We get a few other things. So how are things kind of shaping up? The thing I would really, really, really warn people about is selling September and buying October. Okay? And here is why. I look at the SPX, for instance. Here's the 1100. That's the wrong. I look at the SPX, for instance, and these are the quarterlies. We change it to OCC, and we'll change this to the 1090s. All right, and take a look at the kind of implied vol spreads down here. They're in the range of 1.5. I've been seeing them stretch out to 2, and that's when they've stretched out. It's been it's been the OCC rallying, so that's the one good thing on maybe a calendar. But I look at these prices, and I saw this spread, the OCC SEPOC 1090 spread, traded up to $12.95 yesterday. I'd almost be tempted to sell that at $12.95 and then start trying to bid it back, because these implied vol spreads are incredibly wide right now. I wrote a blog post about this the other day, but either October is really overpriced or there's some serious stuff ahead in October that people are worried about. Now, part of that could be Labor Day. Part of that could be just the fact that actual market movement has slowed down, but it just doesn't make any sense. We get any type of major pop, the September is going to move, and the October probably won't. So that'll kind of hurt any calendar. Now, looking at the IV spread, kind of what is skew doing? At the money implied vol right now is at about 22.30. Our 10 delta put vol is right around 29. 29 divided by 22.30. Got a skew of about 130%. That's not bad. And on the upside, if we look at the 25 delta call, we've got 22.5, and our 25 delta call is 19. We'll say 19.5. So 19.5 divided by 22.5, 86%. I'll say that this is one of those rare times where with October being really high, with that IV being really high, I don't hate condors. And with, that's if you don't think October is going to blow up. And then with September, I don't think the butterfly looks that bad. As you can see, we did throw on a butterfly the other day. It's our EEM fly. Here we are sitting here. We're up $2. Collecting some theta. We got some nice gamma. Yesterday, during the midday pit report, we bought a 43 call and a 36 put, our off-center strangle. It'll kind of protect us from the whipsaw. And you can see we've got a really nice clean T1 and T2 and T3 curve. Our VXX, I am going to be, that's going to close today. Don't be shocked if we just kind of meander around, down a little bit, up a little bit. I'm not going to be shocked by what, IV does either direction. So that's something to keep in mind. Do we have any questions that people from our morning pitties? We had a request to take a look at the IWM trade that we are doing in the regular pit report. And what I need to do is uncheck this. And we're up $7, sitting pretty. Even though the set box spread is still wide, hasn't ACK at the money IV come down significantly since the blog? Yes, ACK IV has, but SEP has come down with it. And so, yes, the spread is not 2 points right now. It's more like 1.5. But 1.5 is still kind of a scary level. What I would be looking, and if I was trading in, this account is really tiny, but if I pulled in the, if I was looking at doing something in the fund, what we might look to do, literally, is we go out and we would sell. This is kind of the backdoor way of doing it, and it's something you can do if you have portfolio margin. It's kind of a backdoor way of doing it. You would throw on this calendar, all right, and you'd sell it, try and sell it at $13. If I sell this at $13, it's trading $12.80 right now, and it has a vega of 48, which means that for every 1 point move, this spread will increase by 50 cents. So right now we're trading $12.80. If I wanted to, this is saying the call spread is 1.3. So if I wanted to collect a full 2 points, I would take points, well, it's it's 0.3. I would take, that's word, sorry, 0.7 times my vega, you can divide that by 100, times 0.48. So I need to make an extra 33 cents. All right? So how am I going to do that? Easy. I'm going to collect more on the sale. So then I might put in an offer to sell this at $13.20, and when I get filled, then I'm going to start bidding it. I would put in the bid. It's exactly what you guys do when you put on the calendar. It's just this is kind of the backdoor way of doing it. Any questions on that? Do we have any questions at all? All right, so don't forget that we've got that special invite-only presentation with Jeff Quinto on Saturday. You need to email me if you want an invite. I'll be happy to invite you. VXX, we had a question about VXX. VXX is basically closed. In fact, it is closed. We bought that back for a nickel. So our VXX trade is closed. would I be a buyer of VXX here? I am a buyer of VXX below like 21.5. I'm a seller above 24. I'm kind of neutral here. I think it depends on the position. Again, email me if you want to come. We are running a little short-term special on the level 1 pit, and don't forget we're going to be raising those prices end of the month for level 2. So on that note, if you have any questions, email me, mark@optionpit.com, or dial 888-TRADE-01. Have a great day, everybody. For Option Pit members, I will be doing the Condor demo class in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Have a good one.